Hello everyone, CPAT here with another Jungy Japes Returns match. This is going to be week 5 of pools, a match between Shelby and Teketria, two players who I think are both actually out of the running for playoffs, unfortunately. I think they're both 2 and 2. We saw Teketria last week against migohunter. You can check that out on the channel. I think it's a couple of videos back. I think we actually saw one game of Shelby. I think we saw game 3 of Shelby's match on week 2 or something. It was an interesting one. But yeah, I will have Migo Hunter joining me soon whenever he finds where I'm at and wherever he's ready. Or at least I think he's joining me. I asked him, he said yes. He's just running a little bit late. But yeah, looks like we have a skip on Cammy. So I missed turn 1, unfortunately. Turn 2 or turn 1 on Carl's side looks like a cross to range 1, which makes sense to me. Carl loves range 1, although Cammy does have this card. Like, both the attack and the boost seem super good against Carl, who loves just being in the opponent's face. Okay, Migo looks like he's connected on TTS now. Maybe he'll join us soon. And Cammy in response boosting this +2 speed at the end of your next turn. Add this card to gauge. Range 1, so speed not as important, but still not a bad boost. And if Carl doesn't initiate into this, Cammy can either use that advantage or also gauge it as well. These I really like these these plus stats. Add this card to gauge. Cammy has one. Lucia has a +3 speed, and then Guile has several of them. They're just so handy for building that gauge super quick, or forcing your opponent to strike into unfavorable conditions. I really like the boosts. Anyways, I believe it's Carl Clover's turn. He's just taking a look at the cards or something. Oh no, it's actually Cam. Okay, it was Cammy's turn. Okay, so Cammy's turn 1 was skip. Carl boosted to range 1, and Cammy replaces the skip with a grass boost. Okay, this makes sense to me. +2 power. Cammy has some decent. She has an uppercut range 1. She has kind of like an assault type move. I don't think we're seeing that. Spiral arrow is a super safe option wherever, and especially at range 1 because it allows you to dodge slow attacks and armor through fast attacks. That's a good option to look out for. A little bit of a risky one here. I don't think we're going to be seeing a range 1 cannonball, though that is a thing that could happen. But with 1 in the gauge and the amount of risk necessary, I don't see that one happening. Carl actually initiating at range 1. Okay, the main thing about Carl is that he's got this card right here. That card's super scary. Nope, just ends up being the grasp, using the mix-up there wisely. Beating out the assault, which will get stunned. Carl just deciding where to put Cammy. Decides to push her a little bit towards the corner. Not fully into the corner yet, but preferring that range 2 instead. What's up, Migo?
Hello.
Oh, maybe I gotta turn you up. I don't know. Hopefully you're loud enough.
I like that Cammy alternate art.
Yeah. I actually did not see that. Yeah, we'll zoom in on that for the.
It's pretty stylish.
It is. Carl does not need alternate art to be cool, though. In my opinion.
Yeah, he's got the noir look already.
He's got that look, and look at those giant fists. He's just ready to. He's ready to clock you with his superior range 1 options. Although, as we said earlier, while you weren't here, Cammy does have the CQC and the CQC boost as well. So range 1 isn't super dominant for Carl as it is in other matchups.
No, actually, because yes, Cammy's range 1's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean she's got uppercut, super safe, spiral arrow which trades with fast and beats slows for the most part, and that CQC.
Too bad Spiral Arrow is still less good at range 1 than normal because of Elbow being 4 speed.
True. Yeah, so you had to initiate with that to beat Elbow. We were just talking about Elbow. What a beautiful card. I love it. I love
Really
it as a
cheap.
Carl player. I hate it as someone who would fight Carl.
Stat line's too good.
Yeah. So we just saw a +2 speed and then teched by Carl. Back to Cammy now. You actually played Teketria last week, right? Did you play Shelby as
Yeah, I
well?
did. Shelby I haven't played against.
Okay.
Only Teketria.
Parry power short. Okay. Power short's an
I
interesting
think
one to
that's
parry because I feel like Kemi has a decent amount of ways to like get around it, but ooh, another key combat here won by Carl. 2 gauge now.
oh, we
Oh,
missed the
Carl
tree
also
damage
did not
earlier.
take damage from the grasp, and we totally missed it. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah, Cammy failed to take tree earlier.
Yeah, whatever. They got it under control. Immediate initiate again, and we still got the rage one mix up. Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
good. She
Good
didn't
call.
die.
Good call out. Yeah. So he only does 4, but it's still super scary. Yeah, this call out makes sense here. We saw Carl already spend a grasp,
Yeah,
so not too unlikely to be like outsped. Obviously, when you play grasp on defense, it still like super sucks when you lose like sweeper focus, right? But it's still fine. Prep. I like it.
makes sense.
Call back to rage 3. He has a couple speed 6 options here, but not too damaging, luckily.
Having to play around disarming strike is still annoying though.
Yeah, Kimmy doesn't really perform well against that card, huh?
Trying to think. I guess only Spiral deals with it. Yeah.
Spiral, yeah, critical spiral arrow. It's the one I can think of.
Yeah. Cammy's defense is actually quite poor.
Mm-hmm.
Other than CQC and acrobatics and range
Yeah,
one.
rage 3 is a little awkward for her in this matchup, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Whose turn is it? I forgot. There were so many prepares that I actually don't know whose turn it is right now.
Pretty sure it's Carl's turn, if
See,
I'm
that's
not
funny because
mistaken.
I would have guessed it was Cammy's turn, but
Oh.
I have no idea. I feel like Carl prepped twice because he only had 2 cards in his hand at the start. Did Cammy also prep twice?
Oh, never mind. It's probably Cammy's turn.
Maybe. Maybe.
I think Carl only had 2 cards after he played the elbow, and then Cammy prepped.
Step back to rage 4. Okay. This is good. Cammy some decent options at rage 4. Just has to worry about the coffee though. Carl spends second cross to move to range 1.
She doesn't worry about coffee with Razor's Edge.
Yes, exactly, yeah. We'll take a look at that card. So critical attacks at range 4 or 5 do not hit you. In theory, there's a coffee dive mix up though at range 4.
Yeah. Well, at range 5, that card's pretty much unbeatable.
Yeah, but Carl's not gonna be at range 5 for very long, right?
No, he's not.
Especially with like a bunch of cards. Even if you don't have the boosts, which you have like a billion copies of, you have enough cards in hand. Just okay, critical range 1.
That makes a lot of sense. He just get out of corner. Very safe.
Could
Pretty sure
be a
there's
fake
nothing
in
that Carl
theory.
can do can beat it.
I'm sorry.
I don't think there's anything Carl can do to beat Spiral out
Spiral
from the
arc.
corner out from here.
No, you can just like be faster than it and then trade afterward. That's it, really.
That's it, really. Yeah, but nothing to really cleanly beat it.
Unless authorized force, but it's only 2 gauge.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not considering ultras. He only has two
You can
gauge.
bop them. Yeah, the other ultra does not work either. Yep. Like you called it critical spiral arrow against the cease and desist, which won't work, right? I mean, it's just to mitigate damage, I'm assuming.
Yeah, this makes perfect sense here to mitigate damage. Grass is probably the best option, but he probably doesn't have it because
Yeah,
grass you can
he spent
put
one
Cammy
already.
back in the corner.
Yep.
I don't know. I think I always consider it one of the best specials in the entire game because it's so versatile.
Crit spiral arrow. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
good. It's pretty good.
like it's hard to think how many specials are better than it. When crit, I mean.
Oh, it wouldn't crit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
obviously much worse without crit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lame 154.
Yeah,
Just another dive in Cammy's suite of dives.
yeah,
Carl was seeing Spike at reach 4 is an interesting one to me.
a little bit odd here. Yeah, not sure what's the plan here. Or didn't get rid of a normal, I suppose, and just add a little bit of one. I mean, armor doesn't hurt.
Cammy initiating range 4. This makes sense.
How much damage? How much damage did Carl take from the Sparrow? He should only take 1, by the way.
Uh,
Did he take 2 or 1?
I don't know. Let me check discards. I don't even remember. He took 1, right? Because he ate a grasp earlier.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I listen, Migo. I have you here so you can pay attention to the game state, so I don't have to. And
I'm only half paying attention.
if you're not,
I'm just
if
like,
you're not
yeah.
gonna, if you're not gonna keep up, I don't know why I have you here, man. Come on now. You're here for the analysis and to keep up game state.
Man,
Yeah, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, welcome to my shit. You know what? Tomorrow, ooh, cross to range 7, threatening that. Oh, doesn't have 2 gauge actually. It's like blocking a gyro drive, but
there's nothing to trend with from here.
yeah,
It's a bit strange.
not yet, not yet. Just,
Not yet. Well, actually, boosting slide would make sense from this distance.
yeah. I always forget that boost exists.
Not a, you can't forget that boosting is a cam because it's too good.
Yeah, it's true. I just don't see a lot of camis. So, did Carl just spend 1 force to move to range 6 for coffee? I'm assuming that's what happened here. Yeah,
Yeah,
looks like it.
that's what happened.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, maybe Cammy has a key charge. No, she doesn't. She has skip, but no key charge for the second gauge.
Nope.
Okay, I love the like slight jostling for position. It's so interesting to me. It's one of my favorite parts about this game actually.
Yeah, Yomi doesn't have positioning.
No. Interesting investigate here. Allowing Cammy to take like advantage at range 5. Like take a turn at range 5. Like, pulls a special, so we'll have to pull out a second one. Or Cammy gets to choose what the second card is.
It's okay boost, but yeah, usually I feel like you just play it for you just play coffee just
Coffee
because
is just a
it's a
free gauge, right? Yeah. And that's what I use it for all the time, free gauge. But this is now, I guess we did cast, or I casted Teketria last week, and he likes these funny boosts.
He does. Yeah.
I'm personally not huge on him. Like by the funny boosts, I mean investigate and whatever the one on disarming maneuver. I prefer just like having them as attacks because they're such easy gauge. But hey,
Disarming maneuver is actually probably the weirdest boost to play are maybe investigate and precision engineering. But
which
the
one?
others seem okay.
Precision engineering. I feel like precision engineering can be okay in theory if you're like exceeded and you return like
Yeah,
a
I guess you want
sweep
particular
back,
normal.
right?
Yeah.
That's sick. Like especially if you have like really good positioning, that's sick. That's nasty with the +2 power that Carl gets on normals, but power short, man.
Yeah.
I love that card. It's one of my favorite cards of the game. A lot of Carl's cards are one of my favorite cards of the game, I guess.
Why? Because they're so good.
Yeah, I love. Well, autonomic response isn't even good, but it's still it's so cool.
No, that card's good. That card is good as a treasure thing. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean
It just pops a lot
you
of
can never like
offense.
forget about it.
No, or else you just eat 6.
Yeah, you have to always keep it in mind. Although Carl doesn't really use ultras a whole lot, you have to keep it in mind still. I think I've only hit with
I mean,
authorized force once, maybe. I don't even remember.
it's his most playable ultra because it's 2 gauge. Yeah.
I think we
So
saw.
if this ultra Carl would play, it would be that.
Yeah, I think we saw Carl shifting hands for like an EX or something. Is that reading?
Yeah, it's reading.
We'll allow it. Hits the sweep. Ooh, I like this. I like that a lot.
That's sick. Yeah.
I like that a lot. Sweep is so good on Carl because he can EX it super easily. So get rid of that option from the hand, and you still hit. Obviously the plan was to hit, but get rid of that option from the hand is really nice. I think, really well done.
Yeah, Razor's Edge being speed 1 is actually benefit to the card.
Interesting that Carl chose to prep here at range 1. I would have thought he had something, but I guess not.
Yeah, he was 5 cards.
Yeah, 5 cards, If you strike here at range 1, Cammy doesn't have CQC up yet, and you have the opportunity to get that 4th gauge.
Hmm.
Because exceeding now, when health totals are so high, is such huge value for Carl, I think. Cammy initiates at range 1, okay. It's the uppercut against... Oh, no! Oh,
Yeah,
no! Power short, baby. Take 7, Cammy.
it's a really fair and balanced card.
Take 7. Yeah, and
Yeah.
here's the exceed from Carl, although it went into his bag.
Yep, I axed it.
That's fine. We'll allow it. And we'll take a look. We'll take a look at his backside. Carl, he's now evil. Carl, a little bit of red here. Is this what happens in the game?
I didn't read the comic.
Oh,
I
it's a
mean,
comic.
I
Okay,
think it's a Penny Arcade comic.
I see.
Um,
Look at
I
that
think I
beautiful
did read
card.
like a few pages of it.
I see.
Seems interesting. Yeah,
Maybe I'll check it out after. I want to see.
yeah,
I
they
want
got
to
on
see
their
this
website.
Carl in action. Really.
Yeah, I mean, it might like look how much life total that Cammy has to make up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really hard already.
And Cammy
Like
can, Cammy can
against
literally
Carl.
die to 2 EX normals right now, or 3, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to fight against Carl, man. You just have to win so many more combos than he does.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that one
And,
swing was like a 7 for 0 life swing, right? Because Cammy's uppercut only does 2. Even if it did
yep.
3, it would still be 7 for 0.
Hmm. Yeah, you just have to call mix-ups. Like I always say, like Carl does mix-ups, but all the mix-ups are in his favor because the
Yeah,
risk reward is
it's true.
favored for him.
Well, at range
It's
1,
like
yeah, for sure.
yeah, like even in range
Range 3
and
is still
mid-range he's fine
fine.
because of EX attacks.
Yeah, range
Like
3 is
he
just a
plays
range
above curve
strike.
stuff because of EX attacks. Yeah, like defensive EX will completely destroy you sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll just take a look at the overloads here. So Carl can place this with a normal to make an EX attack from his hand without actually having the second copy of normal in hand. Very versatile, very good. For
Yeah,
free.
you can argue overloads are an extension of his UA because they're ridiculous.
Because, yeah, I mean, it's insane. Obviously, you lose, like, a lot of characters have good ultra boosts, and you lose those, but, like, this is insane. This is so good.
Hmm.
Especially coupled with the +2 power here as well.
I think Carl only suffers against good set play against characters with good boosts.
Mm-hmm.
So
Especially if you
otherwise,
can, like, boost through, like, a lot of Carl's stuff is guarded, right? So if you can, like, boost through the guard,
yeah,
like power short is a super risky card when you have a +2 power on the other side, right? Or like even a +1 power because it only has 5 defense.
yeah, defense are kind of low on it actually. Yeah.
So let's talk about last week with the I wanted to see the EX power short, but wasn't meant to be. Did you just connect? You just reconnect? What's going on?
I'm here.
Okay, weird. It said you connected just now at 9:55:46. Oh, that was a long time ago. Okay, it's 10:15. Never mind.
Hello, time. Mhm.
Huh. It's weird that my chat popped up then for no reason because I thought someone like I feel like
No,
it.
there's TTS has a thing where if you check the other side of a card for some reason, the chat window pops up.
Ah, I see. Weird.
I don't know why it does that. It does that every time though.
I see.
If you look at the other side of the card, every time you see that icon, that's what happens.
I see. Also, hopefully this recording comes out well because it's the first time I'm recording in 1080. Hopefully my laptop can handle it. I feel like it can, but there's always like a 5% chance it can't, and the recording comes out in like 2 frames a second or whatever. Luckily, it's tabletop simulator because actually doesn't matter too much, but still. Hopefully it comes. We're turning over a new leaf. Each week we have improvements to the channel, amigo. So like last week we added pictures to the thumbnails.
Yeah,
This week we got 1080p.
I see.
Maybe next week we'll have actual analysis coming from me. Who knows? Cammy just
Yeah, who
proxy.
knows?
Cammy now threatening that CQC, but hey, only 2 copies of CQC in deck. Carl with the EX immediately. Do you have to
Just play
respond with
CQC.
CQC here? You have to, right?
Yes, if you have it, you have
You
it.
have to.
You play it right now. You don't want to die.
Yeah.
Just play it,
Or you
man.
can play block if you don't have it, at least. Because it's not Swangy elbow.
Yeah, we know it's not swingy. That's true. Um, Carl does not have any. Um, well, actually, this is definitely an EX normal, right?
Uh,
Considering how many
ye-
times we go through.
yeah. Oh, it's not swingy elbow. It's not cease and desist. It's not power short. And it's
Yeah,
not coffee, and it's not disarming strike for sure. So yes,
yeah.
an EX normal, especially because we've seen zero ultras drop as well. So CQC if you have
Mhm.
it.
Yeah,
It's not like
Carl doesn't have any before pushes or pulls, so it's
no,
fine.
not on normals.
Not even on specials either, I don't think.
Oh, push or pull? No, Carl does not have any.
No, so CQC is incredibly safe.
Yep, especially at this life deficit, getting hit by like a 7 damage assault or a like it doesn't have enough
Oh,
mushrooms goes to the
shame.
block.
Does only have blocks.
EX focus, okay.
Well, focus only does.
Seven.
Well, actually, 7 only.
Only
Only.
7.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Cammy.
Just pay for armor and then prep some more.
Yeah,
God, you need that CQC.
I'm surprised. Yeah, nine cards left in deck. No CQC yet.
It's not unlucky,
It's
but
unfortunate.
it's fine.
It's unfortunate. You didn't take that. You didn't take. Yeah, you took 1 damage as Cammy, but you only spent 1 card from hand. It was a gyro drive. You have a second one of those if you need. Backflip. Retreats to rage 4 instead of rage 5. Okay.
Mm.
Hopefully there's no like immediate like EX dive coming out from Carl, right?
Carl, I think, still has at least one dive, right?
Yes, Carl's
I
one
missed some of the
dive.
game.
Had long run instead. Oh, Carl.
And she should have drawn CQC by now. Well, she should prep for it if she hasn't.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Don't do anything fancy. Just try and get the CQC unless the deck really wants to screw you over, which it
Well,
can
in
happen.
theory, you don't. It depends on how willing the Carl is to strike at range 1. I guess we saw Carl strike at range 1 already with a high chance of CQC in hand, so probably do it again if I had to guess, but yeah, in that case, you do have to prep for it. And in a lot of cases, you can just represent threat, but. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I Another stall play, which is like fine-ish.
yeah.
That EX dive is coming though. I feel it. 5 cards left in deck for Carl. Interesting. Moves to range 3, opting for like the EX assault dive spike mix up.
Mhm.
Also seems
E-
fine.
Yeah, EX Spike would be pretty
EX spike
nasty.
only does 8 damage.
Yeah, only.
Man, Carl's so cool, man.
You think he's cool,
Yeah, because I
really?
play him. I
Right.
would not want to be on the other side. I was lucky you and Johnny never played Carl against me because I would pick Carl first.
Like I played the thing a grand total like maybe 1 or 2 games with Carl, and then like one game's Carl, I was barely thinking. I just steamrolled the opponent.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, low. Listen, low energy, low mental energy required to play this character well. That's a plus.
low energy, high reward. Hey, that's literally Zane.
Listen,
It's literally
we
Zane.
are talking about Exceed here, not Yomi. You're right. It's the only thing is
You put all the stress on the
Carl's not
opponent.
top tier though. That's the thing.
Well,
I think he's like A minus B plus maybe B plus somewhere around there. Above
he
average,
is
in my opinion.
he is definitely good.
Good character. Good character. Cammy look like she wants to move, right? Either range 1 or range a billion. 5, I guess, is the furthest you can go.
I don't know.
Because she can't really, like, initiate here, right? Because
No, it would
she's
be.
just going to eat EX Assault or whatever.
Well, we gotta check. If you check discard, I think both assaults are down for Carl,
Are they?
so they are,
Okay.
which is important.
Okay.
So you dive and spike to worry about.
Skip. Also, fine. Actually, pretty good here. Another funny boost here from Teketria. Oh, this one might get more value. Looking at only 4 cards in hand.
Yes.
Nope.
Getting real cross irrelevant.
Yeah. It is cross, obviously. It's cross. It's cross, man. Cross is a good card, regardless of who you are.
Well, it's the only way to
Escape.
stop against Carl Raintree
Yeah.
mix-ups
Yep.
other than EX Assault,
Escape.
which we
Yep.
know he doesn't have.
Yep.
Just get away. All right, Carl has we got speed 6 at range 3 because of disarming strike.
He has 2
Nice.
cards at speed 6 with coffee as well. Although both coffees were down to the funny boost.
Yeah.
Does Carl have EX disarming strike up? I feel like he does. Speed
I think
7.
so. I don't know if we've seen him play it.
Can be initiating. Okay. With the +2 speed here. A little bit of a mix-up here. I don't know discard contents on Cammy's side because I've been mostly paying attention to the Carl side.
I want this to be Gyro Drive, to be honest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it would be fun. It would be funny, and because both well, at least is it both focusers down?
I feel like we've only seen one focus, one power short. I feel like there's at least a focus or a power short left.
Oh, dang.
There has to be. There's no way he spent all 4 of them. But we haven't seen like a reading come out from Carl, and to my knowledge, we've only seen one power short in combat and none boosted. So unless he used it to move, which I don't think he did, I think he spent like an assault to move earlier, and he's been boosting mostly to move, or using gauge even to move. So I think it. My guess is that there are 2 left. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 1 left though, but 1 or 2 for sure. Those options. But hey, sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Gyro Drive cheap, only costs 2, leaves you enough gauge for CQC if it hits.
That's not for ZQC by itself, by the way, because there's a pool. They actually synergize with each other.
Yes. Take a look at this. They also synergize backwards as well.
Synergize backwards, yeah, you boost acrobatics.
EX, disarming striker response. Okay. Into the sweep. Good pick from Cammy.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. We'll only take 2 damage.
Yep. This card's die from hand. So low 1 card left in Cammy's hand, but should be fine.
Yeah. Hopefully she can finally maybe wall swing the CQC. Oh, that's good to get rid of.
Ooh, nice pull. Nice pull. I believe only 2 ultras left in Carl's. Maybe 1.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's 2. Carl didn't block. Maybe Carl blocked and discarded an ultra.
Please wall swing CQC.
Wait, is it Carl's initiate?
Yes, Carl's initiating.
Okay, yeah. Just Storm Shark was playing on defense. Oh. Oh.
Lucky.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Are CQC really the bottom 5? That sucks ass.
I mean, he might have this. Well, last card could be CQC in theory because he shuffled his hand a bunch. So it's not like the leftmost card or anything.
But you would play CQC.
Yeah, CQC. We outlined it earlier. Such a valuable card, especially against a range 1 monster, and not seeing it yet. I mean, that's tough.
Please just prep. Yeah, please just prep. Try and get it, please.
Yeah, and surely he has it by now.
Early.
And Carl actually doesn't have he doesn't have crosses left, so he can't like escape CQC.
Yeah, that's important too.
Oh, you spent both of them super early to as movement or as the boost to move. I believe he has 1 block left, so at least doesn't have to take the full damage. But I feel like I'm claiming Carl has a lot of cards left. He has 5 cards left. Surely I'm like misremembering something. I just don't know what. But I feel like over the course of this game, I've claimed that he has 2 ultras left, a focus, a power short, and a block. Maybe those are the 5 cards left, but more likely I'm forgetting something that he spent. Both players down to low cards though. 3-3 for Cammy, 4-1 for Carl. I don't know if both readings were played on Cammy's side.
Yeah.
You don't really need
I
a
think we.
reading for.
Oh, we see one
Okay.
now.
EX response. EX sweep against Gyro
Oh
Drive.
no.
So Gyro Drive will pull.
No, it's EXP is faster. See that?
EX sweep is fast. Oh, I didn't expect the. Oh no, I didn't expect the comment to fail. Oh no, that's game.
Yeah, that's that's game.
That's game. Because EX sweep does a billion damage.
Yeesh.
Oh no. That sucks.
You always have to
You gotta
consider
remember
it.
your EXs, man. You gotta remember your EXs. Hey, I was mostly
You always
right.
have to consider it. Yeah. You always have to consider the EX, especially against Carl.
Yeah. Oh, but check this out. I was mostly right on what cards Carl had left. I just forgot about the sweep, which was the important one, I guess. But
Yeah, I only saw one being played, so that makes sense.
yeah, I think I said power short instead of sweep. But yeah, game one to Carl. A
Oh,
really unfortunate way to end that game, though. Like
I
having
know.
your read be successful and it still fails because Carl can EX for free.
Yep.
Oh no, I forgot Gyro Drive's only 2 speed. I thought it was 3.
No, it's only two. I mean, it's
Sad.
fine. The
Yeah,
Ultra's
I think
still
it's still
amazing.
good in situations, but that's a tough way to end it, especially where like a Gyro Drive there, if EX sweep wasn't an option, would actually bring Cammy back into the game. That'd be like a 10 damage Gyro Drive or something.
It would be 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
One, two,
Yeah.
three, 4. Yeah, 9.
That'll be good. And Gyro Drive could win you. Gyro Drive could win you games with how
Yeah,
much damage it does.
yeah. Puts you in CQC position as well.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Maybe
really unfortunate.
we could just call out block, play Gyro Drive, and then if Carl initiates anything, play CQC.
Uh,
I
if
don't know what I forgot Shelby's last card. I don't know if it was CQC or
I
not.
didn't, I he had 2 CQCs left. I know that, but we didn't know where they were. Shelby had 3 cards left in deck.
Hmm.
Yeah, the thing about calling out block in that scenario is that Carl had 2 ultras left in the 5 cards. So like
Hmm.
he had a lot of force left.
I mean, getting Carl to spend his ultras is good.
It's good, but he was close to reshuffle as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, game 1 goes to Teketria here. He has Kokonoe and Sydney Serena left. Shelby has Cammy. I've actually only seen Shelby play Cammy, I think, so I don't know what his other 2 characters are.
Polar.
Polar. Oh, I'm hyped for Polar. I hope it's a Polar.
And
And
forget the last
I
one.
didn't make the graphic yet, as you could tell. Polar and yeah. I hope it's Polar. I love Polar, man. It is Rachel
All
against
right, Rachel.
Sydney
Last one.
Serena. I want to learn Rachel. Rachel was probably the last character I wanted to learn before I quit this game. I did not get to learn her. Sad. She's a zoner,
So,
but she's very technical, I think.
CPAD, you keep asking for when season 6. Will you play the game again when season 6 comes out?
Depends on the design of season 6.
Oh, I see.
And also, the question that you're asking is purely hypothetical because season 6 is not coming out in our lifetimes, so
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it was I just
you're asking from a purely hypothetical standpoint.
exactly. If it came out in our
If
lifetime,
yeah, not say when. If season 6
would you
came out.
play Exceed again?
Yeah, I played a game of Fakey's Skullgirls. I wanted to play more actually, but I just didn't wasn't up for it at the times when I thought about it. But I enjoyed the one game of Fakey's. Although you promised me no thinking, and I had to think a whole lot. So
Well, that's because you're playing against Eliza. So,
yeah,
and Eliza has a million field
no,
cards
but I
face down.
the new characters. I mean, I'm interested in new characters, man. New characters are cool.
They're always cool. I mean, that's kind of why Yomi One died, just because no content.
No,
Sad.
Yumi one died because of the forums, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, new characters would help
Yeah,
spark
I
interest
new
back in the
characters
game.
obviously would help,
Oh, they always do.
but yeah,
Which
Yomi
so
died.
I mean,
Yomi one died a premature death for reasons that are not related to the meta or characters, in my opinion. But we are in Exceed now, friend,
mm,
where
right.
season 6 will eventually be released. Hey, maybe there's a reading. That'd be cool. Although, let's be honest, if you're playing a character that doesn't have reading into a character that does have reading, that's gotta feel super bad. I would feel super bad playing a character like that personally.
Oh well, I mean, it
Unless there
depends
was a
what they're
boost that
playing.
was like equally, like delta warping. I guess if that makes sense. You know.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe we'll see.
I mean, will we? I don't know. We'll see.
I would assume the normal boosts are side grades to the ones we have right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so. And if they're not yet, then hopefully they will be play tested that way. Although I heard some weird play testing stuff was going on with the last one, so I don't know.
Hmm.
With was Rion,
Rion.
Rion,
Oh yeah.
Rion? Isn't that the? No, it's Zion. I was thinking about playing, or like not playing, but I was thinking about Fallout New Vegas National Park. Real place, I believe.
Uh,
Surely it's a real place.
hmm.
So this is gonna be an interesting matchup here because we have two like zoner type character. Or I don't. There was a discussion in about zoner versus ranger. I didn't get it, nor did I really want to get it. But we're just gonna call both these
Differences are
characters zoner characters. So this is an
yeah.
interesting matchup.
I'm not too sure about the differences either. It seems a bit mostly
So cross into low belly, I believe is the only attack that hits at range 6 for Rachel.
interesting. Well, I mean, he still has a lightning rod placement, so it's not
He
really a
gets the lightning
loss.
rod, yeah. Jam that lightning rod in the corner, because that's where Sydney likes to stand in 90% of the time.
Near plan seems okay as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Though
the
I would prefer it closer to him.
close. Yeah, the range 8 power boost.
Well, it's not range
What?
8, it's range 4. Get
Uh,
it?
why is it range 4?
Oh, you didn't get it. Because of the plans, silly.
No, it's a
Special calculator for the plans.
no Rachel boost. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong side. I thought I don't know why I thought despite Rachel's card clearly being upside down, I thought Rachel was on what is this the red side.
Oh,
Okay, okay now the game makes a whole lot more sense. Now I see
yeah,
what's going
well,
on.
yeah, well, I mean, Sydney's totally fine with being in range 8 because his plans are range 4. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah. So
saying.
I was like, why is Rachel boosting grasp at range 8? No, it's
Oh, you were looking at the wrong character.
n- n- well, no, the characters are placed correctly. I'm just an idiot. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's fair.
yeah. As which one gets transformed? Enhanced metabolism. You spend one hit to add a card from your hand to your gauge. Expensive, but
That's transforms fine. Yeah,
I mean it's a
helps us.
transform, so the cost of Serena is reduced by 2.
All Sydney's transforms like require certain costs, but they have a pretty useful effects, so they're fine.
Yeah. Now technically, Teketria is not supposed to look at this face down card. I'm assuming Shelby let him do so.
You can. They're all they're known information, so you can.
Yeah, but isn't it the same situation as like giving out hand info and then like asking them later what that info was? Because
Mm,
it is a face down card.
it is, yeah. Well,
I don't know. We'll allow it.
well, if you want to be safe, yeah, you could just
No, we'll allow it.
if you want to
It's
keep track of what lightning rods are, you just write it down or
you write it
something.
down, yeah. But I mean,
Be like, okay,
it
that
is your responsibility to write down. Listen, man, if I was playing Rachel, you're not looking at those lightning rods in tournament.
when are you gonna enter a tournament?
Never, never.
Let's stop presenting those hypotheticals.
Well, I'm just hoping someone else does it so we get better villains in the Exceed community.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah, we
really
want
want.
more of those, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want more. I want more drama, I want more content, more. That's why I keep mentioning it every time. Like, oh, he didn't shuffle his hand. Hope that no one like gleans information from this, or like, oh, he like showed him the hand. Maybe you shouldn't do that. That's why I'm trying to. I try to just like instill these concepts into the minds of other Exceed players, so that way they become villains or
Oh.
so called villains.
Hmm.
But it's not working. It's not working. Not yet, anyway. Maybe in the next one, the next tournament.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, I believe it's Rachel's turn here. She's been thinking for a while.
It is.
Probably wants to move up with something, right? She can also move up with her innate. I should stop calling. I've been calling him innates every single. What was it, UA? She should move up with her UA,
UA.
or she can move up with her UA. Excuse me. Or she can just do the normal lame option. Moving to range 5, where both Libellios are now a threat. Which is
Interesting that she chose to spend 2 force to move 2 instead of using her special action to just move and prep. Like she could just draw one more card right here.
uh, yeah, that's migohunter. No renowned Rachel player there.
I just know the character, so
Yeah, I mean it's more than I knew. Full honesty, I thought this was like a 2 force to close the retreat, and then you have to strike afterward.
no, it's any
It's
action.
any action. Yeah, so that's just a strict misplay, huh?
It is, unfortunately.
Yeah. Huh. Very technical character. Yeah, there's a lot of different plays, little plays. I mean, that's not really a technical thing, but she
Rachel's UA is just flexible. That's what it is.
there's a lot of options that you can take with this character in terms of movement and in terms of lightning strike placement, in terms of how you spend your force. It's probably like in theory, this is one of the cooler season 4 characters in my opinion. In theory,
You mean season 5?
season 5, yeah. So the thing is, my brain when I thought about cool seasons, my brain automatically went to season 4. So
I see.
boosting light here, boosting light, does that really affect anything? I guess it affects like Blossom Haze no longer wins combat on offense.
Mm,
A
that's
Tiny
weird. I mean,
Rebellion now beats Blossom Haze, I guess.
it's a really weird boost to play. I think without worrying about. I mean, kids is not even in play, so it doesn't make that much sense to be honest.
Sydney striking into it actually could be like a Spore Burst maybe, because
Yeah.
Spore Burst like creams both those options.
Yeah, Spore Burst or Blossom Haze is well, Blossom Haze is
Blossom
risky.
Haze
Never
having the
mind.
+2 speed is a little bit riskier now.
I mean, choking torch is always good. So
Also accurate. Is that a wild
she's
swing?
wall swinging.
Oh,
Oh no.
it was a bait, I guess.
Yeah, you. I mean, sometimes baits can be funny, but boosting light when you have nothing to enforce it is pretty damning, if you ask
Yes,
me.
especially when you get called out on it. Yeah, and I think Sydney was likely to call out on that because like Sport Burst is such
It's
a
range 5,
amazing option.
range 5, and it's range 5 and only Lobile hits, and
Yes,
then
both the Lobelias, and that's it.
you would 100% trade Spore Burst with Lobile.
Yep,
You don't care.
yep. Regardless of the speed boost, does not matter. So yeah, this is gonna be Rachel having. Oh no, boosting. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's why she put the lightning rod there. Maybe so she could
Yeah, I mean
flight
that
to.
that boost is Sophie Fly is really good.
Yeah, just another.
Sometimes you put lightning rods on other side arena just to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, just another
At least
reason why
one.
this character is so technical, right? You can use the lightning rods for damage, but you can also use them for movement. Yeah, end up in the right spot. Looks like a strike here coming from Rachel. A very tentative strike. Okay, there it is. Rachel normally does have the speed 6 option Whirlwind, although doesn't get the value off the hit effect. Just the Lobelia into Choking Thorns. So Choking Thorns will hit.
Pretty,
Expensive,
yeah.
both in terms of life and resources. Yeah,
Takes 1 for 6.
actually
Nice
spends
trade.
the Whirlwind from hand as well. Interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, so that Whirlwind will go on top of Sydney. This makes sense to me.
Rachel doesn't want to be at one card though.
Yeah, I mean expensive, right?
Yeah,
Did
she's an expensive
did
character.
Sydney do his after?
What's it after?
Uh,
Uh, oh, top card.
yeah. Did he do it? No, right?
No, I don't think so. Actually, he did. Just grass there.
Okay, fine. Uh, oh no. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Tell you
Well, he's still
Lebellion
gonna clean up.
loses the assault. Yeah, he gets the lightning rod, but look at the resource and health differential.
Yeah, it's really not looking good for Rachel.
Was
Um,
that a Wall Swing?
She's a character that needs to do a lot of prepping if she's low.
Yeah, I mean,
She has no sort of reload.
she has no reload,
On,
and a lot of her stuff costs things as well. Blossom
yeah.
Haze gets transformed. It's the third transform for Sydney. At least Rachel didn't die. I guess only takes one.
Hmm.
Gets a card as well. The card's probably more important there.
Yep.
Yeah, probably just prepping here, right? Don't know if you can change cards to your gauge.
Any cards won't will
Opposite.
give you only a very marginal benefit.
I mean, at least Sydney has to prep here too, right? Yeah, there's the prep.
Sydney actually has a reload though. Sappho
Oh
fight.
yeah, one of the ultra boosts, right?
Hmm.
Sapphire fight. Draw a card for each card in your gauge, and then he doesn't even need to
So
spend a
Finn,
gauge because he's everything transformed.
yep.
Wow. Does that cost one or is it? Oh, it's free. Okay. Wow.
Sydney's
Huge.
honestly a good. I honestly think Sydney's a good character.
Oh yeah.
He just has so much armor and a lot of tankiness and great ultras.
Hmm.
Like it's hard to call him bad with all those stuff.
In theory, yeah.
Like his UA is a bit whack, but you
His,
don't really need to
I
use
mean,
it. You
I
don't
don't
really
think.
need to use it.
Honestly, I don't think the UA is the worst thing in the world about the character. I think the UA is like totally fine. Like it's cool to build gauge. The health
It's
doesn't
just
matter
luck
too
based.
much, but
It's just luck based because what you pull in your gauge is you sometimes you don't want it.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
And Sydney has a lot of key cards that he
City
wants.
has some very specific cards that are like very good, and some that are
Yeah.
less good. Look at UP
But
shooter.
Cindy has like look at some shapes like choking torch is insane. Like
Yeah,
what the
a
hell? Who
six
designed this card? 2 armor, stun immunity, gauge build, 6 power. Like
six
what?
power. I have speed
Like
0, but yeah.
and then like his ultras are really good. It's just like I don't think you can call this character bad at all.
Just oh no.
Oh, unfortunate wall
Yeah,
swing,
that sucks.
terrible.
To be
Just
fair,
wall swing spike
Rachel
and
does have a
spike.
lot of whiffs that are in her wild swings, right? Although I guess she did drop a lot of her ranged options in earlier combats, but
Yeah,
yeah.
Lobelia went down. 2 Lobelias went down, and Whirlwind is on
And
the board.
flying's even a force special, so you can negate it. But yeah,
Yeah, that's just
a little
unfortunate.
bit unfortunate there. Rachel down to 8 health against Sydney's 28.
Spike drop would have been really good if she had it. With spike drop with defend is actually very good.
Yes. Take a look at this.
Actually, it doesn't beat focus. Never mind. Unless you have
Yeah,
power
still
boost.
ignore armor, and you have
Yeah.
five. You have 5 power against the 5 guard of focus. But I mean, normally I think it's fine. Yeah, Sydney or excuse me, Rachel has been wild swinging a lot. I think Rachel has now wild swung the last 4 combats or something.
Um. Yeah. Well, less. I think 3. But
3,
yeah.
maybe. Yeah, 3 or 4. It's unfortunate, just not able to breathe. Sydney, the rushdown character. Well,
I mean,
playing.
hit some of his cards have big numbers, so you
I
can
mean, he's
just
just playing
play them.
normals, man, and choking thorns, but still.
War burst and I mean, good cards.
Good cards, yeah. Spore Burst is very good.
Hmm.
Makes the opponent want to need to spend resources to get closer with the push 3.
Yeah, focus is extremely good against Sydney because he has so much pushes and
Impish
movements.
Gypsophila. What's this do? Place in any space and draw 1. Do you draw for end of turn? Oh no.
Oh
That's fine.
dear.
They'll handle it. He's got it.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Should like shake him up. Alright, or not. Or you just hit G, yeah, it's fine. He's got it. Just shuffle it.
Also, that I'm a little bit bothered that the plan is not turned sideways. because Rachel's completely covering it.
Yeah, you made Teketria turn it sideways last week. I guess Sid Shelby's cool with it.
Cool with the invisible plants, yeah. I mean,
I'll allow it. There's enough sideways cards on the board here with Rachel.
yeah.
I would prefer it to be at like a 45-degree angle, really.
Yeah,
Just a
that
little bit
makes
of a
sense.
lean, you know?
hmm Just so you can see it that it exists.
Yeah. I mean, where's she gonna go, right? It's not like she's gonna go anywhere.
I mean, yeah, most of her options are down at range.
Well, no, I mean Serena the plant can't move until exceeded
Oh,
time.
the plants, yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
plant's not gonna go
the
anywhere.
plant will not go anywhere, obviously.
Yeah.
And if you forget that the plant's there on the whole game, then it's your fault.
It's interesting. Did Rachel spend a force? Oh, okay. So this is Rachel using the UA this turn. So
You move one and then change
yeah,
cards.
but didn't Rachel
Okay.
spend a force to move back onto the plant, and then now spends a force to move forward? I guess the difference is now the +2 speed. Verdant Slaughter into the gauge.
Mm, yeah, speed is less relevant at range 1.
Yes.
Unless the opponent has a range 1 spike.
So that's Sydney using the UA there. As an action, you can spend one card to add the top card of your deck to your gauge. Unfortunately, it's the Verdant Slaughter Ultra. But we got cards in here. It's on. We're not super worried about that, as Rachel initiates with an EX. Now there are a decent amount of options down. Rachel does have a lot of normals left, so I'm assuming it's one of those. Could be Spike Drop in theory, but nope.
Oh,
The boost is actually out, right, with Impish Gypsophila. You can't see it because it's underneath Sydney, but there's the boost out.
yeah. That would be a 7 damage spike drop, so
Yeah.
that could make sense here.
Yep.
But in response, I mean, Sydney has +2 speed, so he's
Sydney
fine.
is
Should
is
be.
responses, but you gotta. And she has the. We can see Aurora's Kiss here. That's a not a bad response here at 9 speed.
Yep.
Just super safe, but could even feasibly go for Verdant. Although 7 damage is a lot. Is that enough? How much gauge? 7 damage means. Hold on. When does the +1 guard check happen? That happens after you validate,
And
right?
for the ultra, yeah.
So that works for Verdant Slaughter in response. It is so this works, right? Because
Well,
Sydney has 4 gauge left, so it's 7 guard.
yes, yeah, that would work.
Yeah, because this is 7 total damage. 4 from Spike Drop, 2 from the Continuous Boost, and 1 from a Bish Gypsophila.
hmm
So yeah, that works.
And then the push or pull wouldn't matter. Verdant Slaughter will still hit
No, yeah, Verdant
anyways.
Slaughter will still hit, because Rachel's not going anywhere.
hmm
And even if she did, I mean, there's a bunch of gauge, so she can't go far.
Nope.
Uh, Luckily he's an EX, so Rachel's not dead. Rachel will take 7, but
Yeah, but then she'll be at 1, and then
yeah,
it's Sydney's turn.
yeah. And there's nothing else on this boost, right? Yep. Yep, that looks
Yep.
straight. Yeah, this looks rough. This looks rough.
Yeah, that spike drop was thrown out there just for the damage, but it's not really gonna
Yeah, I mean,
help you if you're just trading.
yeah. It, it took us a while to do. It took me a while to do the math there, but yeah, that Vertus Slaughter was the perfect answer to EX Spike Drop. So well read from the Sydney player here.
hmm
Right, because like if Rachel played like EX Sweep, that would have worked. That would have beaten Vernon Slaughter. I think that was. Oh no
This
EX Sweep. Rachel boosted +2
Rachel
speed.
boosted light earlier.
Yeah, tough. Sydney just prepping here.
Prepping
Bunch of resources.
seems odd to me to prep, but hey, what do I know?
Sydney maybe just something to close the game out.
Kind of funny, but I guess maybe he doesn't. I mean, like even playing this crosshair, they're smashing crosshair is totally fine. Like,
Yeah, I mean he spent one cross, so actually pretty
oh,
likely he doesn't have it.
I see.
As here comes another Ivy Blossom. No, not another Ivy Blossom. The first Ivy Blossom. This is any space, draw one, and clean up to do a little bit of damage and sustain it. If
Hmm.
Sydney chooses to stay on the space.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't really see a world where Rachel wins this game, unfortunately.
No, the plan has too much coverage as well. There's no way to just run from it safely.
He's just booking it.
Yeah,
4,
spent for force.
5, 6, 7, probably. No, likes that range 3. Okay, interesting. Yeah, like all this garbage on the other side of the board. Sydney just nopes out of there.
Yeah,
A
that's fair.
little slow, but seems like fine. It's a little bit playing with your food, I think, but like it's fine.
It does seem like it, right? Like I feel like Teketria could just close the game pretty
I
quickly
feel like he
here,
was
but
doing
it's
this last
choosing to
week.
just.
I feel like he was doing this last week too against you, but
Well, I wasn't like 20 life down.
you were in game one.
Well, game one.
Yes, in
Well, I
game
mean,
one you were
he
down
it
like
was.
22 life or something.
I thought you meant his Sydney Serena game.
No, so yeah, sorry, I should have been more clear. Yeah, that game one especially. I feel like there's a little bit of funny business going on, but as Rachel moves to range 2 and then does boost grasp. Okay, Sydney immediately striking. Guess he drew the cross. EX
No, he drew
response.
he drew he drew the kiss.
Oh, the kiss. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's basically cross plus, and yeah, that beats EX cross, and that's game.
Hmm. Yeah, no way, Rachel's gonna win this one. Sorry,
Yeah,
not with that much of a deficit.
yeah. Rachel's not like the other season 5 characters where like she can keep going with a limited amount of resources, right? Because
No.
she has no innate way to actually build up cards super easily. Like she has boosts that are equivalent to prepares, but she's kind of slow.
Yep.
So
She is a slow economy character, kind of.
yeah, not like she's no Lychee or not even like a
Hmm.
Jin. Set Teketria takes the set 2-1, ends his tournament at 3-2. Shelby, I believe, drops down to 2-3. Unfortunately, because of the rules, neither of them actually had a shot at making playoffs from this match. You need to be 4-1, and then you need to beat the tiebreaker. Which, like Migo, you need to beat the tiebreaker, man.
Yeah.
What's your match?
Yeah, we'll see.
Is it?
When
Yeah, when?
when is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
don't know yet.
I think it's Saturday.
I see. Okay. Well, anyways, we will call it here. Again, Teketria takes a set 2-0 over Shelby. Moves to 3-2. Shelby ends his tournament at 2-3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the bell, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you for the next one. Which maybe I'll be on Migo's channel tomorrow. We'll see. All right, bye bye.